Top of it, top of it. Welcome to Coffee with Coach1stac. Hope everybody's having a good morning, man. I want to stop and tap in with you guys while I'm on my way to the gym. Whew. And as you see, I'm looking good as ever. Top of the morning, people. Top of the morning. Top of the morning, people. Who we got in here today? Hey, chick kid, top of it. Salute. Top of the morning, do me a favor, hit that like button, man. Welcome to Coffee with Coach1stac. I don't know if I've ever met you before, but if not, man, let me know where you're from, man. I'm out of Las Vegas, Nevada. I mostly do this every morning before I go to the gym, man. So grab your coffee cup. Let's get to know each other. Let's get a little conversation because it will get a little packed up in here, man. So tell me where you're from. And I am from Vegas. Let's get it. Let's get those morning affirmations going, and so we can make sure that we have a positive day, man. Putting God first and starting off with the wins. You dig? Got to get to the gym, get these 22 and a halves in order, man. You dig? Yeah. Let's go. Top of it. Hey, top of the morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. When you come into the room, do me a favor. Let me know where you from so I know who's up in here, and smash that like button when you get in here, man, so I know who I'm talking to. Coffee with Coach1stac. Let me grab my cup of coffee. I got like an hour with y'all before I hit to that gym today, man. Let's go. Now don't you hate it when you get your coffee and you don't have the creamer that you want? That ticks me off. Jesus. We're gonna make it work. We're going to make it work. I want to see how y'all feeling about a few things that's going on in the world right now. All right, we done. Yeah, man. Do I got any workout heads in here? Anybody like to go to the gym? Any of my workout buddies? And don't be shy. Talk to me. I'll talk back. Don't be scared, man. Throw where you from up in the comments so I know who I'm talking to and I know where y'all from, man. Might have some of my favorite people in here that's always in the chat. And salute to y'all. Hey, man, because over here, man, hey, we all about upgrading, getting that body right. That's why I'm up at. Well, shit, I've been up since 3:30. Get up at 3:30 every day out here in Vegas. We hit that gym. We get that win for the day. We get at the bread, and we're going to get back at the gym, man, and get that money, man. Can you dig it? But I need y'all to be interactive, man. Stop being shy. Let me know where you're from. I might have been to your city or state. And tap that screen, man, and like the live. And I don't want to keep calling everybody man, but I don't know who I'm talking to. Ooh, well, y'all a little shy up in here this day. That's all right. Some of my regulars gonna jump in here, man, and mess with your boy. Because I really love to know who I'm talking to. Anyway, if y'all familiar with the Young Dolph trial, man, you see Hernandez Govan got off. He beat that case yesterday. For those of y'all who keep up with that man really beat that case. And see, the thing is, I don't think he's gonna be alive long enough for the RICO charge that's coming with CMG to keep it so 100 with you. A lot of these people in the industry, man, especially Boosie, he's on his way to the feds. I believe, this is a biblical thing. Everybody's welcome in my chat. I don't care. I don't care what your sexual orientation is, political affiliation. I don't care about none of that stuff. All we do is do good vibes in here. But I think there's some biblical stuff, man, like they say in Revelations, like the world really is coming to an end. You know, what is wrong will be right, and vice versa. You know, that's actually what's going on in the world as we live in this world today. But y'all still ain't told me where y'all from. Are y'all scared to type? Y'all scared to y'all? Is it a secret where y'all from, or is it like what's up? You know, I got 4 people in here, and ain't nobody, man. I asked y'all like 3-4 minutes ago, man. Let me know where you from so I can shout you out. But ain't nobody hit nothing in the chat. Tupac, what's up with it? Man, Chi-Town, baby. Hey, man, have we ever chatted before? Because, hey, Tupac, man, I love your city. And in a former life, man, when I was with the ISM, man, I got a lot of money up out of Chicago, Indiana, up in there, Milwaukee, you know. But I love y'all city, man. I get a lot of love when I'm out there. And I got mad respect for your city, too. Because I believe the people, you know, I'm born and bred in Las Vegas, West Coast. But we don't have a West Coast culture, man. When you out here in Vegas, we kind of copy everything Cali do, except wearing beanies and hoodies in the summertime because it get cold out there at nighttime. Out here it's hot. But man, Chicago, y'all got the best dressers hand down. Chicago, Detroit, New York, man, y'all can stand up for real. Man, what's up, Keon? What's up with it? How's God been treating you in your life? Because Keon, man, I want to let you know, brother, I always give you that good info. If y'all don't know, man, for those of y'all that's new, what's the best place to live in Nevada? Henderson, of course. Henderson, Green Valley, baby. Tap that screen like that live. Yeah, man. Home of Bishop Don Juan, Jack. You know, at one time, man, I was 30 toes deep in the snow out there, man. You know, used to be in them wild hundreds a lot out there. But man, you know, that's a former life. I'm delivered from that like 7-8 years ago. But man, if a woman could stand up in all that snow and cold, man, she can make her money out here on the West Coast where it's warm. You dig? Yeah, man, stacking and smacking for sure. And 10, I'm gonna call you 10K pros. Henderson. You want to live in Henderson, Green Valley area, Summerlin. You know, Henderson is like the second safest city in the country. The police do not bother you. It's very quiet. It's the suburbs, and that's really where you want to be, man. Hey, Baton Rouge, stand up, man. Hey, lunch break. My family is from the top of the boot. Shreveport, Delhi, Tallulah, Monroe. I've never been down to Baton Rouge, but man, shout out to your city, man. I'm a big Boosie fan. I'm a big Kevin Gates fan. When Kevin Gates had dreadlocks, I go back to when Kevin Gates had dreadlocks. You dig? Yeah. And then lunch break, man. I got a lot of love for your city too, man. Y'all produce a lot of good shit down there. As far as entertainers, good food, good atmosphere, the school. Matter of fact, they're gonna have one of the football games out here in Vegas in October. Side note, Ice Cube got a new movie out. Check it. World. Is it good, Tupac? I love the movies, bro. I might go tonight. And guys, do me a favor, tap the screen and hit that like button when you come in. Is it a good movie? Hold on, guys. Let me get my glasses real quick. I'll be right back. I'm getting a little older and it's early out here, so I can barely see the screen. There we go. That's much better. Must be a deeper meaning. Yeah, man. You know. Yeah, Tupac. You know, the thing is, and especially about the women, Tupac, when it comes to these, you know, when it comes to your city, and like I said, I'm West Coast born and bred. The women, if you're a woman from the Midwest, back east, the South, man, you can knock off any dude's girl on the West Coast because most West Coast women are superficial. It ain't no culture out here on the West Coast. You dig what I'm saying? There's no culture, you know. But when you get Midwest, back east, The South, there's a whole lot of culture. Govin, oh yeah, 10K pros, he is in danger, man. I'm finna talk to y'all about that. And guys, if y'all don't know my history, man, let me introduce myself so you know who you're talking to. Guys, I'm 48 years old. I'm 5'8", 225 pounds, 22 and a half inch arms, you dig? And I am ex-law enforcement. I was law enforcement from age 17 to 30 years old, right? Then I found myself on the other side of the law. And then from age 30 to 40, man, I was in the game, you know, the streets, hustling, sending them. And I was very successful at that because due to my previous employment, I knew how to move. I knew what I should not do, if that makes sense. And now, man, I've been delivered by God for the last 8 years. And so I try to use my story to inspire people. I try to use my knowledge and game to like really push people to the next level because, like I said, I was a full-fledged cop. I was a detective, you dig? And then I was a full-fledged D-boy, you know, full-fledged money getter cross country because I knew what not to do and how I should move in circles. So hell yeah, Govan is gonna he's in danger, man. He's in danger because he's the loose end to CMG. They're gonna bring a RICO case out against Yo Gotti, just so y'all know. That federal RICO case is coming. Because if y'all was watching that shit, they kept talking about how CMG and Paper Route had these problems. They keep naming these organizations for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? And I wouldn't have been surprised if, say, Dolph was alive, that they would come with a RICO with them too. Hold up, let me see. I'll get to you 1 second, lunch break. Tupac, is Vegas like down south Southern hospitality, good food and women and weather? No. Tupac, the weather, it's cool. The weather, it's hot as fuck out here, bro. But it's dry heat. It ain't that humidity that y'all have. And the food is, you know, it's a few soul food places, man. Like I got a good friend here from Houston. Today I'm gonna go take him to a couple spots. I got a cousin that own a cool soul food place, but nah, you know, this is real touristy, you know. So unless you just meet a motherfucker like me who's born and bred here, like Tupac, like if you came here and you wanted to fuck with me, I'm gonna show you the real Vegas, not the tourist side. But the women, hey, bro, this is the thing about the women in Vegas. Most of the women out here, they born and bred to be prostitutes. There's no industry out here in Vegas other than working in a hotel. So most of these women, man, they either want to be in a strip club, they want to do some hoeing, they want to do some escort, they want a sugar daddy, but it's all 304. You dig? You already know what it is, Tupac. Lunch break. Was I surprised by the burger? Hell, you know what, Tupac? Let me see. Hold up. Hold up. Give me 1 second, bro. Give me 1 second. Okay, 10K pros. Have reasonably Yo guy has spoken on his brother death while speaking of indictment is coming. I think that Gotti's on the chopping block. I definitely believe he's on the chopping block. And this is why I believe he's on the chopping block, King, is because you have this term called vicarious liability. Listen to this term. It's called vicarious liability, okay? It's called vicarious liability. And with vicarious liability, that means that shit, well, when you hear that term, shit rolls downhill, vicarious liability means shit rolls uphill. So that means that, say you're the top of an organization like Yo Gotti is, right? He's at the very top. That means that everybody at the bottom that's associated with it, he don't even know these people. You know, it could be a person that owns McDonald's, the top guy at McDonald's. Well, he's responsible for the act. You know, you go get a job say somebody get a job at McDonald's on the fries today. Even though the person that owned this McDonald's, he might not even know that dude. He don't even know him. But because he's part of that organization, everything that man do rolls uphill and it ends up on the owner's shoulder. So everything that goes on with CMG ends up on Yo Gotti's back. That's called vicarious liability. All you got to remember is it's the opposite of shit rolling downhill. You know, normally when you get pissed, everybody feel it down. But with vicarious liability, everything goes up. So hell yeah. And then also, Oh yeah. No, hey Tupac, prostitution is only not in Las Vegas. Cause I don't ever want you to come out here and catch no case, Brody. Prostitution is not legal in Las Vegas. It is because this is Clark County, but we have a place called Nye County, which is an hour away in Pahrump. Prostitution is legal. They got brothels and all that shit, but you can't like do it on the street. You dig what I'm saying? So Gotti locked the country. But man, check this out. Guys, my favorite number is 7, man. So I want to get y'all real interactive over here. If y'all want me to tell you what I really think about this Yo Gotti thing, and it's gonna make sense, throw a 7 up in the chat for me, please. And do me a favor, tap that screen and share the live with people, because I got a lot of people up this morning, and hit that like button for me. I would greatly appreciate that. I'm gonna tell y'all what I really think from my professional opinion. Being ex-law enforcement, knowing how the feds work, being an ex-street dude, and all that shit. You know, I'm gonna tell you, man, because I give y'all this content, man. I know y'all tired of that artificial intelligence bullshit. I know y'all tired of that shit. I know y'all want real stories, and I'm finna give it to you raw. But I'm finna really bust y'all head with this one, man. Of what I really think is going on. Only one, yeah. So check this out. What I believe, this is my belief. Big Jug, man, it's kind of like Nino Brown and G Money. If y'all remember that, if y'all remember New Jack Hustlers, New Jack City with Nino Brown and G Money and My Brother's Keeper, you remember, you know, Big Jug was kind of like that. He was kind of the fuck up. He didn't have no money. If he was in a whip, he was in Gotti's whip. If all the money he got from Gotti. And so Gotti is a cool little mastermind, because the reason why Hernandez Govan got off on that trial, they could never link him with any money. See, everything that Cornelius said was hearsay, because it was no third party to confirm the conversation or any of that. Now, a third party linking all of this shit together would have been Big Jug. Well, as Yo Gotti being at the top, well, if Big Jug get knocked, well, guess who coming next? But if you get Big Jug out of the way, as hard as it may be being your brother, if you get him out of the way, yeah, you're going to be sad for a while, but you're going to get to keep your empire. And I truly believe that Yo Gotti got his brother up out the way, because that was the only layer between him and this young Dolph thing was his brother. So why not just get rid of him? No, I mean, he may have been CEO on paper, Brody, but he didn't have no bread, he didn't have no bread like that. I mean, guys, I was on Dolph when, you know, I've always been into mixtapes and underground shit. Man, I was on Dolph, man, before he even hit the stream. Like, I've been on Dolph for 100 years. I got every one of his mixtapes when he first came out years ago, when motherfuckers in Vegas wasn't listening to that shit. Dolph was a weed man. He used to front Big Jug at one point. Why would you have to front Big Jug and your brother is over CMG? See, if y'all no Jug, exactly, no Jug, no Rico. Definitely 10K. And see, I don't know if y'all knew this or not, because I never want to talk to y'all like y'all crazy, but you know, see, Yo Gotti comes from a dope boy family. You know, his mom and daddy was dope boy and dope man, dope woman. Like, they come from a dope family, hustlers. They actually had Yo Gotti actually used to live out here in Vegas when he was a kid, and before his family got indicted. And, you know, you can see him, man, with big chains and Rolex on and suits, man, where they used to take him to the fights and stuff. So this is where they come from, you know. And the big dude down there, you know, if you want to do your research to really let you know, if you want to do your research to really let you know that your boy know what he's talking about, man, go look up somebody named Craig Pettis. Craig Pettis was the biggest D-boy down there in Memphis. So that's who Gotti had to fuck with, and all of them. Hold up. Y'all look that name up, Craig Pettis. That's who the man in Memphis was, and that's who Gotti family, had to mess with and all of that. And what's up, Peasy? Top of it. Where you from, Brody? And so that's who Gotti had to mess with, man, back then. And then so when Big Jill got murdered, the I can't remember the person's name whose funeral they was at, but that dude used to work for Craig Pettis, and he was also, he was a snitch. He was an informant. So I mean, okay, you heard of Craig P, yeah. And see, and for those of y'all that don't know Craig Pettis, man, he was a big time dope boy. He was the biggest man like in Memphis and a part of that Eastern Seaboard. He was hooked up with the cartel with this white dude. They called him La Barbie. He was a Mexican dude, but he had blonde hair and green eyes. And so, man, when Craig Pettis went on that run, he actually lived in Mexico, took his family and lived in Mexico for like 4 or 5 years, learned how to speak the language and everything. And they finally indicted him, went over there and got him. LA, Peasy, stay in Las Vegas now. I rock what you keep. Thank you, Peasy. Hey, I love your city, man. I love your city. Sometimes I fly to your city just to have lunch. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes I fly out there just to have breakfast, man, at the Service Spoon. You dig? Sometimes I really, man, will get up here at say 6 in the morning and catch me a flight with Southwest, grab a car, go down to the Service Spoon, and then hit Harold and Bell's for dinner, and hit the 3-day Soup Brokers, man, over on 190th down there, man, in what's that, Gardena, next to Carson, and fly my ass back at nighttime, man, a day trip. I love your city, man. I get a lot of love in LA. And then Peasy, I got a question for you. And it's something I've been wanting to know because I haven't done content on it, Peasy. Man, it's all good, Peasy. I got a question for you. Man, how y'all feel about all that big U shit going on out there? Because he already got indicted for doing what he did to the boy out here in Vegas, which they got him. They got him dead to rights, and they been had him. But, man, to know that he was in there, man, with Loose Cannon, when PNB Rock got robbed for his chain and stuff, that's a bad look. I mean, so how y'all really moving in your city with that stuff going on? Because, man, when I come to y'all city, guys, I've never gang banged a day in my life. I don't have gang tattoos. These are all, but I'm a swole tatted motherfucker. So I don't come out there, man. When I come to your city, I come very respectful, wearing Lakers stuff. I'm not going to wear no certain hats. I'm either dressed in all white, all black, or some Lakers stuff. And I know black is for the Santana block, stand up, those from the Santana block. But I come out there respectfully in y'all city. And I know which Roscoe's that I should and I should not be going to. You dig? Oh, he's speaking on Snoop? I don't know, man. Like, one thing I've never met Whack 100, but you got to respect him, man, because he does his homework. Oh, he does his homework on people. P said these dudes on the internet telling born and raised in Manchester and the Hoovers. Okay, stand up, Hoovers. The Hoover Groovers. The Hoover Groovers. And don't y'all got a homeboy? What's his name? Jap 3. How much time do Jap 3 got before he come out? Because I heard that motherfucker got hands. Like hands. For sure. But yeah, Peasy, these dudes, man, since you brought it up, I'm gonna speak on it. And make sure y'all tap the like button when y'all come in here and tap the screen and share the live. Man, that No Jumper show had become gang banging heaven. You feel me? I don't even know how people comfortable enough to go up there. And believe me, I'm not a scary motherfucker because, like I said, I'm not in the game. I'm a civilian. But I would be frightened to go up there to that show. It's a wonder, man. It's a wonder that it ain't been 100 deletions up there at that show, man. I'm 35 or more for extra age. Okay, you for extra age. Okay, I got you. Okay, for extra age, I got you. Hey, yeah. And like I said, I respect it. Like that's what I was saying. And I'm gonna tell you something, Peasy, because like I said, I don't come from gangland. I like a lot of colors. You know, I got probably about damn near 250 pair of shoes. And so I love hats. And I really love y'all Houston Astros hat, man. And it's like when I come to y'all city, man, it's really rough on me because I love to wear hats and I can't really wear what I want because, hey, you know what? Better to just show these waves, man, and look like a square than end up on the wrong side of something because I heard y'all city is hot right now. It's jumping out there. Jose, top of it. And where you from? Do I think Mendez was denied parole? I mean, okay, hold up. Jose, did the Mendez brothers get denied parole? Let me ask you that first. I need to know what's going on before I answer you. Did the Menendez brothers get denied parole? And Peasy, hey man, be careful out there in your city, Brody. For real, be careful. Because man, it's just so much, man. It seemed like it didn't went back to the 80s. I'm 48 years old. So it seemed like it didn't went back to the 80s out there. Well, the way I feel about it, Jose, for real, like take care of yourself. Like, for real, keep your head on the swivel, man, because I know it's hard out there. I believe, man, you know what? Man, Jose, you may not like this, but fuck the Menendez brothers, bro. I think they should spend the rest of their life in prison, and I'm going to tell you why. Like I said, I remember when that happened, okay? I remember when that happened. And if y'all not if you guys are familiar with what the Menendez brothers did, they while their parents was asleep, mind you, while their parents was asleep, they wasn't awake, they was asleep. They went out and got, each one of them had a 12-gauge shotgun. They came in there and they unloaded on their parents while they was asleep at close range. Then went out to the car, reloaded, came back in and gave them some more. And first they lied about it, saying, I think the mafia did it. You know, the mafia had to have done it. Now, guys, this is before cell phones. This is before all this stuff. Well, guys, they have thousands of hours of jail tape where the Menendez brothers was trying to get people to lie on their behalf. They was making up stories. They was trying to telling people, they was telling some of their friends to try to make their dad look like a child molester. They got it on tape. They have thousands of hours of tape. And then they admitted it. So here's the thing. You got two people that admitted it. Yes, we killed our parents because of X, Y, and Z. And the reason why I think they should never get out is because their parents was asleep. They was some spoiled ass rich kids. Man, it's a lot of black and brown that's poor. It's a lot of poor black and brown people that's doing forever and a day for a whole lot less. It's a lot of black and brown people, man, that ain't never coming home. You understand me? Ain't never coming home. And the only reason the Menendez brothers even got a little bit of clout is because Kim Kardashian took her funky ass up there and started vouching for people. Who is she? Like, who is Kim Kardashian? She ain't vouching for none of us. She ain't vouching for none of the poor people. She ain't vouching for none of y'all coming up out of East LA. You know, but the Menendez brothers was two spoiled ass kids. And if you really do your homework, the reason why it happened was because, they lived in Calabasas first. When they was living in Calabasas, they was out there, what they was doing, they was robbing places. See, their daddy was an immigrant who came here, man, was a dishwasher, and he made it. He was about getting that bread. He had a good name. And so when they was in Calabasas, his sons was burglarizing people's places. And so what his dad would do is he would go make his sons tell him, hey, I'm the one that burglarized your house. And then he would pay them back. And so their name got bad. So when they moved, to Beverly Hills, what he did was their dad took them, hey, good honey, good morning, sweetheart. And thank you for that good energy. Let me know where you from, please. I'm from born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada. Hit that like button and tap the screen and share that live. But yeah, when they moved to Beverly Hills, here's why they did what they did. Spoiled ass kids. They was two spoiled ass kids. Their dad took them out of the will. Well, the thing is, they ain't got no sister. So if you take both of them out of the will, that means that the mama get everything if something happens. That's why they deleted both their parents, y'all. Because you had two spoiled ass kids, and now they try to come back saying they had a note. It used to be a group called Menudo back in the day, Mexican group called Menudo. They had a note. One of them wrote a note and said, I think this is what it said. It ain't nothing about sex. And remember, this is 100 years ago. It says, dad is trying to do it again. That's all but it never said do what. What is dad trying to do again? Is dad trying to, what is dad trying to do? It never said that his dad was molesting him. Even during the trial, it never said that their dad was molesting them or touching them. Those kids was like 19 and 20 years old. They daddy was old. And you're not going to lead me to believe that they dad was pinning them down, man, running up in them at age 19 and 20, 2 weeks before they did what they did. And then while they're asleep in they den, you unload 2 shotguns into them, go back out to the car, reload, and do it again. And you think that you're supposed to get out of prison? Hell no. Now, do I believe in rehabilitation? Yes. Yes. It was about the money. And check this out. Check this out, y'all. I have a personal friend. Y'all need to stay locked in with me. I have a personal friend, and what she does is she used to work for this organization, man, called Mass Liberation Project. And her specialty is if you've been in the pen for a long time, right? And you might have signed you a deal saying, I'm gonna sign for life with no parole. That means you ain't going to go see no board. Man, she's the type of person that has the pull, and this is what she's been doing. She has been able to get people's stuff overturned so that they could go see the parole board and get parole. You know, like the young ones who made a big mistake when they was 18, 19, and they spent all this time in prison. And her first case, man, and I'm a vouch for her. Her first case was somebody she got on the phone with. You know how the woman get on the phone with people from the pen, and she liked this dude. She fell in love with this dude. And the thing, he was out here in Vegas, and he actually started one of the first blood sets, one of the first Pyru sets out here in Vegas. And he went to the joint when he was 20. Well, love moved her so much that she was able to not only get him a parole day, because he had double life. He had double life, no parole. He ran the blood car in the penitentiary out here in Nevada. Like, he was top dog. He was a top shot caller in the Blood Nation. Man, not only was she able to get it overturned to where he could go to the parole board, but he got released 39 years from the day he was arrested. I mean, this is what she does, and she does this all over the country, y'all. You know, helping people get to that parole board, because everybody deserves a second shot, man. Everybody deserves. Hey, thanks for that super chat. I appreciate that. Hold up. Jose, thank you for that super chat, Jose. I appreciate that, man. And I want y'all to know, anything you super chat to me, man, y'all can send that. You can cash app that, but instead of super chat, because shit, they take most of that anyway, man, on YouTube. But anything that ever goes on my super chat, man, it goes to the homeless. Right now, that goes, I get a lot of water for the homeless. I will never film that on here because I don't want to be exploiting the homeless people. But man, I just gotta, because my church is the only, my church owns the only black-owned grocery store in Las Vegas. My church does. And so I went to my church, man, had to put 10 cases of cold water in the freezer, went grabbed my truck, picked it up, and gave it to the homeless people. So I do a lot with the homeless. So, man, all y'all super chats and stuff, man, send it to the Cash App down there if you're going to super chat. So that way I actually get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to give them a percentage of it. And if you would like me to show you where that money goes, just say, hey, man, I've been super chatting you. Let me see where it's going. And hey, bro, I'll show y'all the footage of what I do with the homeless people. I have no problem doing that. 10K. So the state thinks this was a money grab from the beginning. As far as what, 10K? Are you talking about 10K? Are you talking about the Menendez brothers? Do you think is that what you're talking about? I don't understand your question. Hey, Charlotte. Hey, honey, I was moving to your city. Thank you, Peasy. I was moving to your city, honey, a few years ago. And I'm going to tell you where I used to stay every time I came out there. When I used to come to Charlotte, I used to stay in this Airbnb downtown, right across the street from the baseball field. And right next to this Airbnb, it's a high rise that I would stay in. There's a Morton Steakhouse right next to it. Are you familiar with that? Are you familiar with that place, honey? Jose, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Guys, anything that the attention, the conversation, the good vibes, the Cash App, guys, I appreciate all of that. Just know that, man, I appreciate everything because, man, in times like this, people who are having hard times, y'all could be doing anything that y'all want to do with y'all day in the morning, but y'all taking the time to listen to me. We getting this good energy up before I slide to the gym. You dig what I'm saying? But because we got another 25 minutes anyway. We're good. But man, yeah, guys, I appreciate it because I talk to y'all more than family. Anybody that jumps on my live will know this. Y'all are my family. You know, you guys are I ain't gonna say extended family, you my family, because I talk to y'all more than I talk to family, you know, because hey man, you got to give people time, man, to have conversation. And so you make the people, hey, if somebody's important enough to you, you make time to see them. That's all I'm saying. And I spend most of my time encouraging people on all my platforms, doing consultations and all that good shit. The Menendez brothers, the Menendez brothers definitely did it for money because their dad took them out of the will. Their dad took them out of the will. And so by being out of the will, if something happened to dad, the mama get everything. That's why they had to take both of them out. So when the Menendez brothers, like I said, I don't know how old you are, 10K, but when the Menendez brothers got knocked, the first thing they did was, bro, they went and bought like matching penthouses somewhere down there. They went and bought matching penthouses. One of them bought like a little restaurant. They was big balling, big kicking it, because they was like, we think the mafia did it. You know, they was never caring about what happened to their parents until they got caught. One of the brothers, I can't remember which one, had wrote some letters. He had wrote some letters to people, and they found the letters. And he wrote letters confessing what he had did. And like I said, he was trying to get people to lie for him on the outside. And because they was green as hell and had never been to no county, you know, been to jail, let alone, you know, county jail, because I heard county jail out there in Cali is rough. You dig? I heard LA County is like gladiator school or whatever. So when they found them letters, man, they came clean in court and they admitted it. So that's why I don't feel they should be out, because guys, y'all, I mean, you some monsters. You impulsive. You showed that when you don't get your way. And like I said, these were rich people. You know, for the Hispanics, Latinos, you know, there is a pecking order, and you know I'm not lying. It's some Hispanics here that think that they better than everybody, just like black people. It's some that think they better than everybody. It's some, you got your Pisces, you got your, you know, you got people that think they better than everybody. They thought they was white, y'all. They didn't feel that they was Latino, Hispanic. They didn't think that. They thought that they was white. They thought that hell yeah. Tennis coaches, they thought that they was, you know, they thought that they was white folks, man. So it's like now you trying to beg for, and the only reason that they brought this up, is because Kim Kardashian got a little bit of pull and she opened her mouth. If it was anybody else, they'd be sitting in prison, just like a bunch of us sitting in prison. Okay, honey, that's where I used to stay. Now, I'm going to tell you where I used to hang out at every Friday and Saturday. When you go right there on the state line of North Carolina and South Carolina, right there on the water, there's a bar called Papa Doc's, and it sits on the water, and you see boats and stuff. It's right on the state line of North Carolina, South Carolina. Actually, you got to cross the state line in South Carolina to get to Papa Doc's, and then you see it's a White House that sits across the lake that Ric Flair used to live in that house. Larry Johnson, when he played for the Hornets, used to live in that house, and it's a whole lot of boats and shit. Are you familiar with that place, honey? because that was my hangout on Friday and Saturday. And yeah, Jose, white privilege. Definitely white privilege. Definitely white privilege. Let me throw this in the microwave, guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, definitely some white privilege going on. You know, we talk about these pardons. If any of you guys are convicted felons or anything, man, hey, go please go, apply for your pardon. Please go apply for your pardon. If you are a convicted person, there are laws in place now, like where you can get your firearms like restored, even with your record. And I'm telling you some real shit. Even with a record, being a felon, it depends on what your felonies are for. But depending on what your felonies are for, there are laws now where you can go fill out certain paperwork and you can get your gun rights restored. And so, and I also tell you guys, because a lot of laws have changed as well. If you are, if you got some on your record, go down to your courthouse and ask how long it will take to get your record expunged. That is a big thing right now, man. Everybody getting a record clean and getting it sealed. You know what I'm saying? And because you're going to need it. You're going to need that record right, and you're going to have your credit tight because, guys, another recession is coming. I'm telling you. Another recession is definitely coming. Hey man, if you guys like this live, man, throw me a 7 up there so I know that I'm doing my job. We got some good vibes. What I like about it, I ain't got no trolls in here this morning. Thank you, Jesus. I get tired of these damn trolls popping up in here, man, trying to mess up that good energy early as hell in the morning. But if y'all liking the live, throw a 7 up. And guys, that's right. And if y'all got any questions for me, it's question and answer time. Y'all throw those questions out. Man, I appreciate that, Peasy. For real. Man, this is why, man, listen, I'm a business owner. I work for myself. I get up at 3:00, guys, 7 days a week. And that's part of my program, man. I do mentorship. If you really going through something, if you're really going through something and you're trying to become a better man, a better person, man, I got a 30-day program that will change your life and a lot of your body. And I'm gonna tell you, part of it starts off with getting up at 3 a.m, putting yourself through some type of adversity because your body don't want to wake up, but you make yourself get up. Making your bed, that is a win. I got 30 days that'll change your life. You dig? Melody, what made me quit? Nothing made me quit. I got in trouble. That's what made me quit. I got my ass in trouble. So y'all get the truth over here on my page. I got in trouble. I got myself hooked up with. I found myself having a. Yeah, Peasy, check this out. I keep it real with y'all, man. I found myself having a conversation with someone that I should not have had about my job. And it was really an innocent conversation. And they did some shit and acted on it. And I found myself in trouble catching a whole motherfucking case. So y'all got the truth for me. That's why I'm not law enforcement anymore. I caught a case and I was facing 4 to 10 years in prison. That's why I'm not where I'm at. And so that's why I also understand, because even when I was in that life, you got to understand, I grew up in the streets as well. My dad is ex-law enforcement. It's like preacher's kids. I grew up stealing cars, shoplifting, doing the most. And that's a career. And I did that because I really wanted to help my people out. And I liked it, man. I was a field training officer. I started off as a cadet. I was a corrections officer. I worked in the jail for about a year and met a lot of interesting people, man. You got to have a mouthpiece working in the jail. Then I went to patrol. I patrolled the black area of town, which is where I grew up at with black people. I was a field training officer, which means I train new officers. This is how I know that all white officers, man, it ain't that they racist against black people. It's that a lot of them just ain't never interacted with black people and they scared of us. I was a detective in the gang unit. I did a little stint in narcotics, and then I went to fraud and forgery. Then I caught a case, and then I was all over the news for about 2 weeks and in the newspaper for 2 weeks. And after that, I cashed out my deferred comp. I was on probation for I was on house arrest for 6 months. I was on house arrest for 6 months to the day. 6 months to the day. I was on probation for 13 months. And that's it. I got 200 hours community service work. I am a convicted felon. I'm getting my record clean right now as we speak. But I let one smart thing I did when I became a cop was I maxed out my deferred comp, my 401k. So when I left there, I had about $225,000. And that's when I jumped into the street. Well, I ain't really jumping the streets right then. I did a little bit with that green stuff, man. I used to come grab them peas from California, that good stress, man. Y'all had that good stress. I was grabbing them things for like 300 a pea, coming back out here and moving for like 6 or 7. And then, I had businesses and, things like that. Well, it came a time, I have one child. She's 28. It came a time when I was with my ex-wife who had 2 kids. So that gives us 3. And she lost her job. Yeah, she lost her job. And guys, and I'm gonna tell you, man, like I said, I wasn't raised in the streets, man, not like that. And so I jumped in the streets and hustling. And so I'm gonna tell y'all, man, for those of y'all who join my members, a paid membership, I'm actually gonna break down a video of how I balled, because then when I jumped in the streets, man, selling work, not only was I successful at it, but I was even given a job by the cartel. You dig what I'm saying? And I was very good at what I did. And I'm going to tell you why I was good at what I did. Because I knew how to move. I knew what I should not do. I knew where the feds was not going to be at. I know I can't tell y'all all that, but I can pretty much tell you. And then I got delivered from that. Let me tell you this. And I'm not trying to tap myself on the back, man, but I'm going to tell you like this. Just listen to me close. If you a man that say never had $10,000, you don't know the problems that come with $10,000. If you never had $100,000, peas or pounds. If you a man that never had $100,000, well, you don't know the problems that come with $100,000. And I'm gonna say this right here. If you ain't never had $1 million, you'll never understand the problems that come with millions of dollars. I'll leave that at that. But I will tell you this, one particular thing that I sold, because I sold a lot of stuff. Just one particular thing for one person. Twice a week, I would get $40,000 cash money FedEx to my doorstep from out of state, from a person I never met, from one person. So just to kind of show you on the level of some things I was doing, twice a week, I would get 40,000 cash. Like it would normally come on Monday and Wednesday, 40,000 cash, because I couldn't pick up no more money. And when you a one-stop shop and it's just you, and I had my down chick at the time, man, you run out of names to use, you can't pick up bread like you need to. But I was highly successful because of what I knew not to do. But what I'm going to do for people that, and probably about the net, I'm going to give it about a week or two for the people, man, who my paid members, I'm going to make a members only video, and I'm going to really break down how I did it. And when I tell you how I did it, it's nothing short of being a fucking genius. And I'm not proud of what I did. Believe me, I'm not proud of what I did and pushing things through the community, but I'm real fucking proud of how I did it. And when you know how I did it, I mean, you can't do it how I did it anymore. But how I did it, they'll write a book about that shit. So Keep on watching, and you one day you're gonna see me on somebody's platform. You're gonna say, man, that was that dude that was talking to me that morning. And when you hear my story, my whole story of through the law enforcement, through the narcotics and being delivered by God, man, they're gonna write a fucking a TV series about my life. I can guarantee that, because it's all real. So yeah. So I'm sure none of y'all would have guessed that, man. But y'all, it's y'all question time. Y'all got questions. We got 11 more minutes together, people. We got 11 more minutes. And so I want to give y'all whatever you guys want to ask me, I'm going to answer it. And guys, man, thanks for the love, man. Shut up. Let me tell y'all, look. Thanks for the love, for real, for real. Thank you. Hey, Jose, did you get my response? P's are pounds, packs. Oh, also, that's one of my things too, because now that y'all know my history, I always before I end this chat, it's still y'all questions, but it's gonna come a time I'm gonna ask you, what kind of story do you want? Do you want a story from law enforcement, or do you want a story from the streets? And I'm gonna give you a real live story. It ain't gonna be nothing but truth. I had an opportunity, believe it or not, to blackmail somebody, man, that when the last time the Denver Broncos won the Super Bowl, I had a good opportunity to, let's just say, fix that game. I could have fixed that game in a real way. And I can prove it too. I could have changed the whole outcome of the betting and everything. Why? Because when you got somebody on that team who their brother is one of my clients, and they have certain videos out. But anyway, Peasy, what made me switch on my content? Well, my content is not switch, Peasy. When it comes to my content, I say that my niche is just everything, bro. I'm so well traveled. Like, I did everything. Like, I talk about, I talk about motivation. It's always motivation. I talk about these stars and stuff. The reason, and you'll see me jump on here talking about these rappers and everything that's going on with them, because it ties into the motivational side and making choices, because everything starts off with a choice. And so if a lot of these entertainers that are getting in trouble, if they had somebody like me, like, they want to move like the mob, right? They all want to move like the mob. Well, if you want to move like the mob, do it right. The mob has the boss, the underboss, and they have what's called a consigliere, a counselor. Well, see, I would be kind of like your counselor, your conscience telling you, nah, Boosie. Hey, man, hold up, Boosie. You a fella, man. Don't get that gun out your pocket. You ain't touching no guns or ammunition. And you out here in the open, man, they got satellites. See, if Boosie had somebody like me, he wouldn't be going to the feds, because I'm going to pay you to show you how to move right, so you don't have these problems. See, if Dirk has somebody like me, like, nah, bro, go get you a prepaid debit card, man. If you getting some flights for people, don't have that stuff coming back to you. These people make bad decisions. So I just have I'm airing out the industry. Anybody that's moving wrong can get it. And all I'm gonna do is just tell the truth. And so I also, man, Boosie don't listen. He don't listen. They don't listen. And so, answering your question even more, Peasy, I also like to inform people on the law. Like, I ain't here to tell y'all how to get away with crime. Some of the things I might tell you, you might get away with it. And if y'all do a consultation with me, ain't no telling what I'll tell you. If you do a consultation with me, you can ask me anything you want, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. And I know how to do a whole lot of things. But like I said, I do stuff to make y'all aware. The videos that I put out, like, as far as, like, say if it's a reaction video, I'm letting you know, man. Like, I just put out one yesterday. Y'all should go watch it. It's about this black lady who was driving around with her two deceased kids. She had two deceased kids in the trunk of her car, rolled up in some plastic. They were her nieces and nephews, right? And I put stuff like that so y'all can see, man, the mental health aspect, how people will be needing help and the choices that we make. So really to answer your question, PZ, like I have my own niche. I like to work out, bro. As you see, I'm 5'8", I'm 225. I got 22.5-inch arms, bro. I'm 48 years old. You dig? I'm 48 years old. I believe in health as well. Health is wealth. So I'm like an all-around niche. So it ain't really that the content changed. I just talk about so many different things. My conversation's unlimited. I've been around the world and back. I'm on my third passport. I done been to some of the most deadliest hoods. I done pimped hoes. I done sold work. I done did all kind of unimaginable things, but I'm delivered by God too, man. And so, man, I really need y'all to get God in your life, because God is the one. Okay, hey, chick kid, if you need that mentorship, man, tap in with me. We can sit down and we can work something out, and we can hold up. Well, you know what? Chick kid, that's my business number right there, bro. Sitting on the screen. All you got to do is text me. If you text me, we'll talk about some business, and I'm really serious about my mentorship, man. See, because my mentorship, that means that I'm putting my name out there, and my mentorship will reflect on you. But I'm telling you now, if I give you some mentorship, be ready to hear the truth. I'm not going to spare your feelings, because I want you to be great. I'm not going to spare your feelings. I'm going to tell you the truth, and it starts off, the business credit and all that. It starts off with you guys. You got to get you right first. You got to get you right first. This is why I told y'all I get up at 3:00, and that's part of my mentorship, is getting up early. You got to get up, man, early in the morning. Make your bed up. Making your bed is considered a win. It's like a base hit. See, it's like date, man. A lot of y'all dudes, y'all always trying to swing for the fence on that first date and get a home run. Nah, get a base hit. That's a win. So, boom, waking up, win. Praying to God, that's a win. Making my bed, that's a win. Coming in here, talking to y'all, giving out good energy, that's a win. This is all making me better. Now I'm finna go get my first workout of the day. I did say my first one. Now I would just bust out 100 burpees, 100 to 200 burpees, penitentiary style, as my first workout, but I just had hernia surgery not even 2 weeks ago, so I'm not really mobile like that. And then I go to work, and then maybe 5 days a week, I'm on a 2-a-day back in the gym. You dig? So look. Okay, chick here, you got the number. Before I dip out of here, I told y'all y'all get a story. Do y'all want a story from the streets, or do you want a story from law enforcement? Because I got to go to the gym now. Pick one. I'm gonna give you a true story from the streets or a law enforcement one. Now, if y'all ask me remember, for what you asked for, be able to take it, man, because some of this shit is sad. Okay. Hey, much respect to you, Peasy. It could, because and keep your head on the swivel, bro. See, I got a tie right now. What's up, Melody? And I hope, and everybody in here, please tap the like button if you're in here. Please. I would greatly appreciate that. I got a tie for right now. I got one that say law enforcement. I got one that say streets. I got some bangers too. I need one more answer to unbreak the tie. I need to unbreak the tie, y'all. I need to unbreak the tie. You better believe God is everything. Let me see. Streets. Law enforcement. Okay, let me give y'all. Okay, let me give y'all law enforcement, man. Let me give you law enforcement. All right, let me give you a quick one. This is kind of sad, guys. You know, we gotta. Okay, out here, man. Out here. Where we at? Where my man at? We're gonna do it from the. Damn, we're gonna do law because it's a tie, and I gotta go. Peasy, we're gonna do law. This is law enforcement. This is law enforcement and streets mixed in. Okay, people out here in Las Vegas, man. We got gangs too. A lot of our gangs came from California, so we got rolling 60s out here. But our rolling 60s out here, it was a time where they used to wear red and baby blue. And sometimes, man, and this is from law enforcement. So sometimes our 60s, you know, may hang out with y'all 60s. And this is a case where 60s from Vegas is hanging out with 60s in California. Okay. And so here what happened. They moving at work. They moving them things. Well, some 60s from out here, and this is a quick one. This is a quick one, but short to the point. This is a quick one. Some 60s from out here took something from the 60s from out there. And I'm gonna tell you, when we got there, I was the second one there to this apartment. It was a call to this apartment because they heard gunshots. And I'm gonna tell you, this is a trigger warning, y'all. It was 6 people in there laid out, execution style, gone. But listen, it was 3 men. They was all tied up. They was all tied up on their knees, and they gave it to them from behind. It was 3 men. It was 3 rolling 60s from here. 2 women. No, 3 women, 3 men, 1 woman, and it was 2 children. And that was some of the most gruesome shit I've ever seen in my life, y'all. They laid them out and gave it to them in the back of the head because they took some brick. I don't know how much work it was. I don't know nothing about that. But that was one of the most gruesome things, one of the most gruesome things that I found. So that's a street and law enforcement story that ties in together. They laid them out execution style and gave it to them, all 6 of them in the back of the head while they was on their knees. Nah, man, ain't no, hey, Peasy, you know the first rule, man. Ain't no love. Hey, guys, let me tell y'all something, man. The first rule of the streets is ain't no love in the streets. Let me give you the second rule of the streets. Ain't no love in the streets. Oh, here's the third rule of the streets. Ain't no love in the streets. It's barely love out of the streets. Fuck is everybody talking? It's barely any love out of the streets, let alone in the streets. Ain't no love in the streets. Definitely. It's barely love out of the streets. Barely. I hope that ain't tripping none of y'all out. Yeah. All right. As we get ready to go hit this gym. Time to take the pre-workout. This will give you that pump. Time to get this pre-workout in. And we finna go buff, as they call it. Okay, guys. I want you to know, man, I appreciate you guys joining my live. I appreciate the love. I am on most mornings around this time. Check out the content. check out the videos. If you guys need a consultation, here's my number. It's going around in a banner. All I gotta do is text me. Hey, coach, I need some. Hey, just say what it is you want. Let me know who you are. And I do got something for 30 days that we'll do together. But I will hold you responsible, and it will not only make you a better person, your body will be better in 30 days, your mind will be sharper, and your soul will definitely be. But until then, man, God bless all of you guys. May you and your families make it to all their destinations unscathed. Keep y'all head on the swivel, because people in this country ain't moving right. And I don't want to see nothing happen to none of y'all. But other than that, man, God bless all of y'all, and I'll see y'all later on. Keep your head on the swivel, man.